Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So we will continue the Ratchet and Clank series on the PS2 with Ratchet and Clank 2 Locked and Loaded, also known as Going Commando in the USA. But yeah, so Ratchet and Clank 2 is an interesting game. Because it does add a few new gameplay gimmicks, which actually have helped the series quite a bit, including one I absolutely do like. So in that case, let's actually begin a new game and, well, start the story, shall we? Because we are going to another galaxy. Yes, seriously, this was the first game to do that.
Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh, yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that, well...
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
Miss Noodlebottom, I found our man. Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably! A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it!
We will?
Frank, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you in superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami. We've used bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltrate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch. Ratchet reporting. I'm on final approach to coordinates 3-7 Alpha.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
So again, the first thing you'll notice is that Ratchet now has a new voice actor, namely James Arnold Taylor, probably best known for playing Tidus in Final Fantasy X. And I do like him better than his Ratchet and Clank 1 voice actor, Mikey Kelly. For reasons I will say a little later on in the game. Anyway, that being said, the first thing you'll notice is that we can now avoid enemy fire by strafing. Yes? Hell yes! Strafing is done by holding the R2 button and moving the left analog stick on the controller, on the DualShock 2 controller, or whatever controller you have, since I'm playing the PS2 version, and therefore it is the DualShock 2. So yeah, and you will note that our weapon, the Lancer, is an interesting weapon because it has a bar below it. I will go over that a little later, but it comes into probably one of the best things about the next 2 Ratchet & Clank games that I also love. So yeah, and would you know it, we have been invaded by the Toclafane. Yes, I named those spinny, spherical enemies after the things in the 2000s Doctor Who series, when we saw the Master actually befriend them. Yes. Anyway, the other weapon we have is the gravity bomb. It can take out multiple enemies in one blast, certainly at this stage in the game.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Megacorp. Finish him.
So, let's test out the Lancer. Yeah, it's quite a good weapon at this stage in the game. I say at this stage in the game, it will also be the first weapon to do something, shall we say. But anyway, now we want to go down this tube, head to the bottom and take out these guys. I'm going to switch to the gravity bomb because they are lined up so perfectly that, yeah, I want to take them out that quickly. And over here...
Thugs for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Right. I'm in the market for some security.
You bring the cash, we'll bring the thrash.
Good. I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
Yeah, the first part of Ratchet & Clank 2 has a lot, and I do mean a lot of cutscenes. So much so I have to keep pausing my recording of my commentary. Anyway, that being said, let's go through here. And one thing I can say about the gravity bomb is that it works very, very well in closed spaces. There aren't that many in the game, but where there are, it is an absolute godsend here. I won't be using the Omni Wrench that much, except maybe against smaller enemies, as you will see, because of how the weapons work in game. So yeah. Also, these red robots will shoot fireballs at you, as well as you seemingly have a pyrocity of their own. Sadly, we don't have a pyrocity here. And what will happen here is that Ratchet will get scared by a couple of these guys and pull a run away and jump off and pretty much jump down and probably try and get in touch with Mr. Fizzwidget, I guess. Oh boy. And I think one of them just fell off. Well, we know the Insomniac humor by now, don't we?
Ratchet checking in, sir.
Incredulous. I didn't expect to hear from you again, so soon.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, foldouts, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could you, take care of this?
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
I'm on my way.
So, our next planet will be the first big planet in the game. Yeah, because our previous thing against finding the thief who stole the supposed experiment here was on an airship. So, this is planet Oozla. And this planet is very annoying because it is, like Borgon, a really polluted planet and is full of mutated creatures. just like Planet Borgon. The difference is we don't need an O2 mask in order to breathe the air. Another thing that is new in Ratchet & Clank 2 is the fact you can now buy max out ammo. No longer do you have to hold down the right button in order to spend all your bolts. It will still cost, I think, as much to buy a whole load of weapons, but at least that is made a bit easier. As well as aiming in first person with the R1 button. It's a lot more smoother, if you ask me. So yeah, that's one thing I will definitely give Ratchet & Clank 2 above the first one. And the strafing. I've already mentioned the strafing. So yeah. Another thing of note, when we go to the quick select now, we do not, the enemies will not attack us readily. Yes, if you remember in Ratchet & Clank 1, I did not want to equip or use the quick select in the midst of battle, and there's a reason for that. I don't know if I mentioned that in the Ratchet & Clank 1 Let's Play, but if you did use the quick select during a battle, there's every chance one of the enemies would try and attack you while you were doing so. And it really annoyed me, seriously. So much so I had to keep pausing the game, going into gadgets or weapons and choosing the weapon or gadgets I needed. Not so in Ratchet & Clank 2, because here we can easily get various pause the quick select, and it does actually pause the game while you were selecting it, so that's nice. Another thing of note is you saw there a blinding flash of light when the experience meter for Ratchet's nanotech went up. Yes, brand new to Ratchet & Clank 2 is that Ratchet's nanotech automatically levels up the more times I think you either take damage or get rid of enemies. So yeah, it is easily one of the best things about these later games on the PS2, and what I love about this series, seriously. The other thing is the weapons. As you can see, there is a bar there. Weapons level up as well as your nanotech, and yeah, thank goodness we don't have to spend 30,000 bolts on premium nanotech like in the first game. And your nanotech is worth far more than 5 hit points in Ratchet & Clank 2. And here we have a mini-boss here, so yeah, against a giant swamp monster with giant tentacles. So yeah, mostly I like to use the... I'm getting my ass kicked here. I like to use the Lancer here against this guy. So yeah, the ammo crates will respawn quite quickly. You do want to jump out of the way of the thing there. So now I'm switching to the gravity bomb. The problem with the gravity bomb is that it is a little slower than the thing. However, I find myself with very low health, so I will have to be very careful with these guys here. So yeah, and let's indeed get rid of these annoying enemies, especially those mutated crab enemies. If you thought the ones on Auction were bad, well, these ones aren't as bad as the ones on Auction. However, we will get our first gadget here, the Dynamo. This allows us to power up these platforms, and for a limited time anyway, using the circle button. So yeah, and I do want to use this. So over here is an old Megacorp factory. We will be using the Dynamo quite a bit here to power up various things. I also like the music here, the weird sounding elevator music, or lift music. We don't really have this in the UK, so yeah. But yeah, it fits the whole 60s department store sort of feels of this sort of thing. Not so much in some other games, but yeah, especially since this place has been abandoned, it makes it seem rather ominous as well, so yeah. And my timing is crap. I'm not going to beat around the bush. My timing with these things is also crap. I ain't good with a weakened Ratchet here, so yeah. So let's see then. Let's do that thing and power up that one. Jump to the next platform. And then it will head to the left here, where there are more of these fireflies. Yeah, they will attack you, and I could easily get rid of them with the Omni Wrench, but I do not, with my current state of health in-game, do that. And then here we will generate these platforms with the dynamo, and indeed head around here. There are also some weird announcements here in-game. More confirming the Insomniac sort of... Okay, so let's get rid of these guys, and then go over this way. And yeah, I swear I do love some of these announcements. Although Megacorp refuses the right, or reserves the right to refuse service to anyone. How does that work? Is it like anyone who is abusive? Then that's fine, but is that including anyone who's buying stuff? Because that don't make sense, man. It definitely doesn't make sense, but does fit in well with the Insomniac brand of humor, as we've seen in the Spyro games. Anyway, over here we have some more dynamo things, so let's power them up and jump to the other side! Yay! And over here we get easily one of the most annoying parts of the Megacorp or wholesaler or whatever, as we will see, because powering up this generator will bring out these platforms and we have to avoid them. And I'm trying to actually do it with the strafing, which probably isn't a good idea, because I was off with the timing here quite a bit, let's just put it that way. Yeah, seriously. So, yeah, the really tired Ratchet isn't good looking at all. So yeah, head to the side. I could just jump. That's the problem with strafing in these sort of situations. So yeah. Seriously, this can be annoying. Again, I should have just jumped normally. I don't think you can jump on top of the platforms because of how rapidly they're moving.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade unleashes his fury on our Gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the bio division doesn't do it for you, our robotics division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on MegaView. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.